What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video for you guys. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the 2021 Hyundai Elantra Limited. Starting off with the front grille, you can see that it has a really distinct design, you know, as most vehicles do. And you do get some really nice LED daytime running lights, which basically start from the grille and go all the way up to the headlights, to the back portion of the headlights. As you walk around to the side, you find some 17-inch wheels. This exterior is called Shimmering Silver Pearl, and as you can see, it's a really nice silver exterior. Actually, going back to the sides of the vehicle, you can see that there are some really sharp lines starting at the mid portion of the door going all the way back, and then it kind of cuts down. So I like those details. You do get some turn signals, hazard lights integrated into the side mirrors. Walking around to the rear, you do get almost like a hatchback. The top portion is the trunk basically, but it's kind of forms a rear trunk lid. And as you go down, you have a really nice light bar that wraps around the whole rear of the vehicle, and you do get incandescent hazard lights or turn signals in the back. Lower down, you do get a nice black red diffuser with no exhaust tips coming out, but they're under there. So all you got to do is just press that tiny button right there, and the trunk actually pops open. You do get some nice trunk space in here. You get some extra mats, and you get the owner's manual and stuff like that. Not sure what this little space is, but you do get actually a storage net, which is kind of cool. And you lift this up, you get a spare tire with some wheel locks and some tire removal tools. And you could actually fold a seat 60-40, which is what these little pull tabs are here for. So 60-40, and you could get actually more storage space. So one more walk around of the vehicle. Point out the nice silver trims along the window, but then it goes to black at the top. The sunroof, the front end, check that out. And you actually do get some nice vents down by the front bumper, which is pretty cool. And now I want to pop the hood for you guys. And this is actually the 2-liter inline 4 engine, which pushes out the 147 horsepower and 132 pound-feet of torque. So it's a pretty small engine, low power. This is an economy car, so this is what you get. 16-valve DOHC and CVT transmission. Here's what the actual window stickers look like. You could pause at any moment so you can see what's on these. And if you're curious, the total price on this specific vehicle is actually $26,900. Stepping into the interior of this vehicle, the interior color, as you can see, this nice gray, is actually called Melange with Gray Melange with Truck. So that's kind of different. I've never heard an interior name or color with that type of name. So, and as you can see in here, you do get some perforated seats, and that's because the seats are ventilated. So starting back from the door, you do get some nice cloth material running over here. You do get some nice tweeters for the speaker or sound system, which are actually Bose, by the way. You do get some nice metallic or aluminum actually door handles wrapped in a nice blue tinted plastic. You get some soft touch material down here in your basic door and window functions. Sitting in here, as you can see, there's a fully digital dash, which is actually brand new for 2021, and I think this is actually the first time I've seen a digital dash pretty much wrap around the whole dash of the vehicle. That's pretty awesome, and it's really high quality as well. I've seen that Ford just did that in their new 2020 Ford Escape, and now Hyundai actually did this in their new 2021 Elantra Limited. Looking down in the center console, you do get a nice gear shifter, and this is a CVT transmission car, so it's not a traditional automatic where it shifts from gear to gear. So that's pretty different for the Hyundai Elantra in 2021. And it does have a sport mode where you could actually shift the gears manually if you wanted. For parking, you do get some different camera angles that you could look at. So when you press that, it goes like this and it shows you the rear of the car. You do get drive mode selection. So when you press that, it goes into sport right here. It goes into smart and back to normal. You do get electronic parking brake, so that's engaged right now. Auto hold, so this is like a brake hold function, so you don't have to use your brakes when you're at the stoplight. The car automatically does it for you. So going over some of the features that this car has, it has lane departure warning, blind spot detection, and there's a little triangle on the driver's side mirror, one on the passenger side mirror as well. The steering wheel feels really good in the hand. It feels actually premium, really premium. You got some buttons here for your modes. Actually turns on the music. Let me turn that down. You do get a end call button, answer call button. You do get some volume buttons and some navigation buttons right here. You do get lane keeping assist and some other cruise control buttons here and menu buttons as well. Actually open up the sunroof, which is pretty nice. And the rear view is actually pretty decent back here. Flip the camera, that's what the rear view looks like. And the vents for the car kind of runs along the whole dash, but it actually stops right here, so you get some nice openings here and you get some nice openings there. You do get some cup holders and some nice piano black trim running around the whole center grip or center console area. For the actual infotainment system, you turn it on, you go to map, you get a nice really crispy display, which is actually pretty nice, and it is touchscreen. So if you touch that nearby, whatever, you could hit home. You go over. It has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but those can't be used at the moment. I think it needs a wired connection. But you could go over to radio, and I don't know if you can see, but this is a really high quality infotainment system, and I really like this. You go to media, you could hear different sounds, and you could turn it off, turn it on, go to change different tracks, and there's different setups. So while we're talking about the infotainment, let's actually listen to the radio real fast. Yeah, so this is a Bose sound system, so it sounds pretty good. So now let's hop in the back and actually see how that is. I do have the front seat, or the front driver's seat, actually pushed up to where I would be driving, so I do have enough legroom back here. My knees are just about almost touching the back of the seat, but for the most part there is enough space back here for someone like me. I'm only 5'7", so I fit back here perfectly. The headroom is pretty nice. My head is actually pretty far from the roof, and you do get some of the same materials that you do get in the front, so that nice soft touch cloth material. But back here, you actually, for the armrest, you do get hard plastic material, and you do have your basic window functions. And the seats remain the same as well, with the perforations back here, so that's a good quality. All leather seats. The back of the seats are actually that same cloth material that you get on the door, actually, so that's pretty cool. Starting the test drive portion of the video, this car is actually pretty quiet starting off. I almost get the idea that this car has an electric motor, but it doesn't. This engine is just really refined, and it's really quiet, and it's really smooth too. You barely hear any road noise. And like I mentioned, this car does have a brake hold function, which actually holds the brake for you as you come to a stop. So that's pretty handy to have, because sometimes it could get really uncomfortable to hold the brakes, actually. So that's why I say that's a cool feature. So let's actually head out. So stepping on it a little bit, the engine actually wakes up a bit. Even though 147 horsepower is not a lot to work with, this thing moves. And And the CVT acts as it wants to shift gears, but it actually doesn't shift any gears. But overall, this is a really nice car. It's a really premium feeling car. Rides pretty good. It rides pretty comfortable and smooth for the most part.
Onto Vickers Street, then turn left.
And this thing soaks up the bumps pretty nice as well. So yeah, as I was saying, overall this is a really nice car. It's a really premium feeling car. The seats hug you really nice. They're bolstered really good. So I also want to give a shout out to Kearny Mesa Hyundai for letting me come by and check out their new 2021 Hyundai Elantra Limited. So if you guys did like what you've seen in today's video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. There go actually a Hyundai Veloster N right there. Those are pretty cool. Nice blue color.